The key to a perfect blind hem on the Bernina 570 Quilters Edition is to actually purchase foot number 5, the Bernina blind hem foot. So stitch number 9 is the blind hem stitch, and go ahead and tell the machine that you're going to be putting foot 5 on. Remember, that's going to be the one with the star by the recommended foot for this technique. Now there's another way to go about finding the blind hem technique as well, is start with the home button, go to the Creative Consultant indicated by the dress form feature, and then tell the machine which type of fabric that you're going to be working on. So I'm going to be working on a slightly heavier woven fabric, and then tell it you're doing the blind hem technique, and it will recommend the foot, the stitch you're going to be taking to, the size of needle, and even a recommended thread. When you touch the check mark, it would take you automatically to the stitch. And I'm noticing it actually changed two other things for me. It actually changed the pressure of the foot to 30, and it also changed the stitch length to be a little bit different, and possibly that needle position just one more touch to the side. So the goal is for a blind hem is how to fold the fabric. So first off, go ahead and fold in the new hem that you want. So whether it's on a pair of pants or a skirt, that's where you're going to start. Then you're going to turn the fabric back. So the little bite of the stitch that you see on screen is going to come in and bite this little tiny fold. Well, we want the smallest bite possible. So the smallest bite is going to be lined up by the foot in the guide once we get it all situated. And then it'll just run right down the edge, and you'll have the perfect blind hem. So yes, this foot is an optional foot, so you will need to purchase it separately. You know, honestly, as a Quilters Edition machine, this is not a foot that most quilters find themselves wanting to have in their collection. So that's why it has been removed from the standard accessories. Of course, you've already noticed that you have other quilting accessories that came with this machine instead of feet that you probably may or may not use. So like your open toe foot and your 1/4 inch foot, those are included. And the blind hem foot, buy it if this is something that you need to be doing, and definitely is a huge time saver. So let me show you how to line up the foot with the edge of the fabric. One thing that I do love about this stitch and how it starts is that the needle is already hovering above the place where the first stitch is going to be. So as I lower the presser foot down, I can kind of peek inside here. Is my needle going to catch that fabric? And if it is, just go ahead and stitch. As you get started, this is something that you probably want to test for the very first time that you actually stitch. But what I'm doing is kind of pushing the fold of the fabric up against that little bar or guide inside the foot, and then that is going to give me the perfect blind hem. Now let me show you a little trick about what you're looking for when we are done. So number one, this foot, as that needle jumped over the edge, created a little extra hinge of thread. So that means when we open this up, this is going to lay perfectly flat. As you slide this open, what you're going for is consistency of size of stitches. So see how just barely coming through the fabric you are seeing? And of course I had to use red thread so you could see what I'm doing. And otherwise, if we had matched that thread, so cream or such, you would never even see it. Sure beats doing it by hand. I give credit to my mom. She had an alteration business when I grew up, and so I watched her do blind hems day after day, and I know that's part of what helped keep that business humming and profitable, because everybody needed a different length of skirt or pants, and it was something that she did a lot. So if you do need to do blind hems, your stitch is built in, but definitely pick up your Bernina foot number 5, the blind hem foot, for instant perfection every time.